Hi, I'm Bradley Barth, senior reporter at SC Media, here on the show floor at the RSA conference in San Francisco. And I'm here today with Sebastian Bornik. He's the head of research over at ERP cybersecurity firm Onapsis. Sebastian, tell me a little bit about what's the buzz on the show floor today. What have you been hearing? What interests you?
Well, the ERP cybersecurity market is like kind of new, so there's a lot of companies that are trying to figure out how to evolve their information security strategy. Most of the companies do not include yet the ERP security, or at least in the way we propose to. They're trying to evolve. So I think it's always a good opportunity. There's like a lot of companies here to tell them what we are doing and how we can help them.
Sure, and now you had a presentation earlier today, actually, on the show floor. Talk a little bit about what the topic of your presentation. What were you talking about?
Well, the title of my presentation was a question that it was like, are zero-day attacks the worst thing for ERP security? And I presented like a report that we just published last year about an active attack on SAP system that we just found in a Chinese forum. And the thing is that 36 companies were attacked by an SAP vulnerability that was patched over 5 years ago. So what I was talking with the people there is like, okay, 0 days are like a bad thing, but if you don't patch the system, it's much worse. I mean, a vulnerability that has a patch and you are not doing anything about it, this is much worse than a 0-day attack. So this was my idea. I was trying to share with the people. Most of the people there are SAP or ERP software users, so this was a good chance, and it was pretty interesting because every time I say something, like I was trying to summarize to you, but people were taking pictures to the slides and say yes, like the whole during 20 minutes. So you have patch management for operating system or web servers, but you don't have management for your most critical information. It makes no sense, and this is what we are trying to transform, the way the companies protect the most critical applications.
Sure, that's the frustrating thing, right, in the cybersecurity space so much, is that forget even the 0 days for a minute, as bad as they are. You have these really old vulnerabilities where just people don't patch, and the question is, what do you do about it? How do you change people's behavior? So, what's your philosophy on that?
Well, I know it's frustrating, but specifically for ERP security, what I was saying, I was talking with the people today is, I know it's frustrating in general, but ERP security is kind of a new thing. I show like the last 16 years of how the SAP patch evolves, and they published over 90% of the security patches in the last 8 years. So I think the vendors are already doing their job, they are getting better, and now it's time for the companies to follow this and to get into this, let's say, more mature way of solving things.
Thank you, Sebastian. That's Sebastian Bornik from Onapsis. I'm Bradley Barth with SC Media here at the RSA show. And until next time, have a safe day online.